Hello everybody, how are you all? Great. Okay, so I didn't think I would do one, but I am. This is part 6 of my series that I thought was finished, entitled Weird Facts About the Moon. And maybe this will go on forever, you know? Just every now and then I'll just something will come up that will make me think, another another bit of information, just to kind of join the dots, and add to my series. So here we go, part 6. I'm going to link you to an article, and this article, right, it just makes me think that the moon is indeed a fucking spaceship, right? Because, according to this article, according to research, recent research that's been published, and it's going to be in this month's Astrobiology magazine, the moon is not required for Earth to have life on it. So let me just give you a little bit of a summary, a bit of a nutshell on the article, and you can read it yourself and chew the fat for yourself and draw your own conclusion. Now, in previous videos of this series, we've talked about some weird ass shit regarding the moon and the circumstances of the moon and various weird facts about the moon, which is all very strange. Now, it seems, okay, well, what is the moon there for? Well, mainstream education would have you believe that the moon is essential, not only required, but is essential for life to exist on Earth. It regulates, governs the seasons, the tides, keeps the Earth stable, yada yada yada. Okay, but there are scientists now who think that the moon isn't instrumental in life existing on Earth, not even complex life. Okay, now without the moon, what would happen if the moon disappeared? I'll tell you what will happen. The Earth's axis will tilt about 85 degrees a year, frying one pole and freezing another, the buggery. Okay, so that's obviously going to be problematic to the inhabitants of the Earth, to us guys. If that starts happening every year, we're not going to be very stable, are we? Right? But apparently that won't happen, because apparently, right, Jupiter, let's talk about Jupiter for a minute. Jupiter is a big ass planet. It is termed as the Hoover of the solar system. I mean, it is huge, right? And anything that kind of floats around anywhere near Jupiter just gets pulled in and destroyed. I mean, it is huge. It's bloody massive, right? Still, it's tiny compared to the sun, right? But as far as planets go, Jupiter is big, and it is also termed not only the Hoover of the solar system, but the stabilizer as well. If you took Jupiter out of the equation, then we would be in trouble, right? But they reckon that Jupiter itself acts as a stabilizer for Earth and would keep Earth from behaving erratically, and that in actual fact Jupiter, the influence of Jupiter, would only it would mean that the Earth's axis wouldn't vary as much as 85 degrees. Hang on a minute, let me backtrack for just a tiny little bit. I said 85 degrees a year. No, that's not true. Sorry, I'm just looking at the article here. 85 degrees every 10,000, no, 100,000 years. Big difference. I apologise. Please don't put nasty comments on my video, alright? Because I've just corrected myself. I hold my hands up. I was wrong, I'm sorry. 100,000 years. Okay, but anyway, let's go forward. So, where was I anyway? Okay, so yeah, so with Jupiter being there, right, we're talking like anywhere between, what was it now? It was 1 and 10 degrees. Is that right? No, tell a lie. Yes, it is. It would, the variations would be within 10 degrees in either direction. Okay, now currently the Earth's rotational tilt varies between 0.5 and 1 degree every 100,000 years. Okay, so the scientists believe that this 10-degree variation every 100,000 years is not going to be a big deal. It would be a problem, and you would notice it, is what they say, but it would not eradicate life. So then it begs the question that if the moon is not essential for life to exist on the Earth, and then when we take into consideration the fact that the moon is just precisely placed in such a place in the Earth, Moon, Sun system that it is mathematically perfect, and there are synchronicities that are off the wall ridiculous as far as like chance events, and the fact that the moon is precisely the same size as the sun from our perspective, right? Obviously it's not the same size as the sun, but you know what I'm trying to say. Now, you need to watch my previous videos in the series if you haven't done so already to know what I'm talking about, right? So when we look at all of that, it just is looking more and more like, as we go on, it's looking more and more like the fact that the moon was placed where it is on purpose by intelligent beings, be it human, well, probably not human, that's a bit ridiculous, but it's not so ridiculous to think that more advanced beings, you know, alien beings, more advanced than us, right, at a time when, I don't know, well, anyway, so our traditional education is not right. I've reached that conclusion. It's not right. We do not know the truth about the moon. Does anyone know the truth about the moon? I believe that they do, but certainly our mainstream education regarding the moon is wrong. I do believe that. Oh, and another thing, this study, scientists believe that moons, the planets out there with moons, do not require the moons that they have, right? They reckon that most of the planets out there, right, don't require the moons that they have. They'll do just fine without them. So anyway, have a read of the article and have a think about it.